Hi, everybody. So, we're going to have a little open chat and we're going to be discussing this Kanye West, Kim Kardashian divorce, their matters with co parenting. Maybe you guys can chime in and tell me what your experience has been in the past in regards to co parenting and blended families and just dealing with divorce in general. Okay. So we'll talk about all of that. Get your thoughts right after this.
Welcome to the B. Lenore Show. Here we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, B style. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, hello everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful end to your weekend. Hope you're enjoying the last few moments left of the weekend on this Sunday afternoon. Not sure how many of you are sports fans. I am not particularly, to be quite honest. There are certain sports that I do enjoy, but I don't know. I haven't felt fired up about sports in the last couple of years. So I don't know what's being played today, what's going on. So don't know if you're enjoying that. I've been enjoying some really good commentary throughout the day. A lot of it has been sort of unplanned and sort of free for all, sort of people just expressing themselves and chatting about things going on. And that's been cool to watch. Come across some new content creators, new but not so new, and shared experiences there. So it's been a good Sunday for me, even though I woke up pretty late. Well, no, that's not true. I woke up early. I had breakfast and then I took a nap. Okay. And then I woke up and was back at it again on YouTube. Let's handle some housekeeping matters first before we get into our topics. First and foremost, I want to welcome, hey, Kilolo. Hey, Shell Loves. My beautiful modern sister, Fedora. Hi, Fedora. I got a chance to pop in and saw Fedora on the Kings and Queens court panel yesterday. And she was really, dropping jewels. And I hate I didn't come in earlier, but I came over there and checked her out. So, be sure to check her out over there. She is a mod over there. So you will probably see her up on that panel. Hey, T. Danielle. Welcome, sweetie. Hey, Rhonda. Hope everybody looking for Dory. So, anywho, yeah. So, with that said, had a lot going on today on YouTube. Good stuff, I felt like. It was all positive for the most part that I saw. Not to say there wasn't some other drama happening, but I just have been indulging in positivity for the most part. I want to dedicate this show today to my subscriber and Babe Nation sister, Brooklyn Star 79. She actually inspired me to do this live today. She had dropped down and brought up this topic as a suggestion for today. And what's interesting is because she wanted to talk about co-parenting and blended families, that sort of thing. And I actually have a whole theme show that I already have planned out. I know who, well, at least one guest. I know who the one guest is that I really, really want to come on. And I was going to have her on around Mother's Day. My son and his father and his father's wife, my son's bonus mom, we have an excellent, I mean, people don't even understand it, but we have a tremendously wonderful co-parenting relationship. And it's just been a blessing. And I know that it's not always like that. So, I've been conditioned to sort of welcome blended families. I grew up in a two-parent family home, and my parents never divorced, although there were times when I thought they should have, child. Okay. But they never divorced. Um, and so I know most of my friends and family that were, especially friends that lived in my neighborhood, they were all two-parent homes for the most part. They were probably I only remember like one family that was like a single parent home. So that says a lot, right? And now that's not necessarily the case. But what I will say is that I had cousins, one cousin in particular, actually my aunt, she was always very good friends with her ex-husband. And her ex-husband and his wife would come and enjoy all the holidays with us. They were still really good friends with my family. So, like, no one cut them off because just simply because there was a divorce that transpired. If we loved you before, we love you, period. If you were family before, you're family, period. Now, unless you did something ridiculous, like if you were abusing someone, if you were, just outright, outlandishly disrespectful, of course we're going to cut you off. But, if it was just a relationship that didn't work out, and the two of them had figured out a way to co-parent and move forward with their lives in harmony, who am I to judge that? That's just ridiculous. Who is anyone to judge it? And so our family sort of, you know, live by that philosophy. If they're cool, we're going to be cool. And my uncle used to come to all of the events, and he would be sitting at the bar and having drinks with my other uncle. Okay. So, I'm used to it. I know it can be done, and it can be done effectively and efficiently. So, in particular, Brooklyn Star brought up about Kim and Kanye. And I've been catching a few things here and there. I know that there's this whole issue about, North, the oldest child, being on TikTok and whether or not that was acceptable. I understand. I think that parents have to be on the same page about it. I think that parents have to agree, or they have to figure out that there are some things that I can make a decision on, but there are other things that we might need to come together and be in agreement with. And I could see how social media would be one of those things. And I bring that up or I say that because it may not be as big of an issue for people like you and I. However, it is a big issue. Like I would still, like, my son did not have Facebook or social media in general, I should say. He didn't have social media until he was in high school. And when he got on social media, I got on social media. Like, he was the incentive for me to get on social media, because I need to know what he's saying. I need to know who's saying what to him. You can't see everything, but you can see some things. And I wanted to make sure that I understood what was going on. So I'm not a public figure, and he wasn't a public figure. So I wanted to, but I still wanted to make sure that I was protecting him and protecting even his virtual space as much as possible. But someone who is the child of a Kanye and a Kim Kardashian, I mean, these are two of the biggest names. People probably know these names around the world. And if they know these names around the world, there are going to be a lot of eyes, not only on them, but on their kids and their family members. In the same way that people get obsessive out here on YouTube, you can best believe they are obsessive as hell regarding these celebrities and looking at their kids and so forth. So I think that if there's a parent, and in this case, Kanye is that parent, if there is a parent that has an issue with the child being on social media, then they probably should take heed to that. I don't know any reason why this child has to be on social media. Look, Michael Jackson, if he was alive to this day, he probably would have had problems with his grown kids getting as much exposure as they did. Like, I'm sure he was turning around in his grave the moment he rolled over. They were showing their faces and everything. They were at the funeral and we saw the kids. It was like, wait, what? This is what we're doing already? So there's a reason for that. It may seem crazy, obsessive, it may seem weird to all of us, but it is their reality. So let me go back. I want to read some of the comments. Kilolo says that Kim and Kanye raised their children on social media. Now it's an issue. Well, if you really think about it, I don't know that they raised their kids on social media. I think Kim stayed on social media. There were times when she was showing the kids, but the kids really didn't live on social media, not on their own. And it's different when your parents are showing stuff versus the kid is making the decision. Now, Kim does say that she is supervising all posts and interaction. But I think sometimes when you open up the gateway, it can, this stuff is addictive. And these kids are going to get addictive easily and faster and pressured into making more posts and doing more things to get even more attention, And remember, North was the kid that didn't even like pictures. She didn't even like the paparazzi. Okay, early on. So now she's on social media. That's the thing that, like, I get it. I wouldn't want them on social media either. Not now. That's just my thoughts on it. T. Danielle, Kim knew Kanye was nutso when she married him. She was okay with his craziness until it was, yeah. And here's the thing. I think he was lightweight targeted. I think she knew he was nutso. I think she knew he was nutso for her, which is true. And she knew that she could manipulate that and use that to her advantage. And that's why she wanted 4 babies by this man. 4. Like, she couldn't even carry the last couple and she was determined to have them. And I was like, really? So that's interesting. Yep. Kanye is crazy. He's a Gemini. Is he a Gemini? Lord, yes, you're right. He is crazy. Ciao. North was on TikTok before the breakup. He's only complaining now to be controlled. Well, was she on TikTok before? Or was it when she snuck and got on TikTok? Remember when she snuck and even Kim didn't know that she was live? And she was going through the house and she was acting like Kim and all that stuff. Like, that's kind of interesting to me that now, I don't know. What was interesting to me was Mason, the nephew, Courtney's oldest child, Mason. He was on TikTok recently and, he was exposing stuff. And then I guess the family must have talked to him afterwards because I guess he was exposing stuff about Kylie and her new baby and whether or not the baby was born and that kind of thing. They kind of suckered him into some answers. And now in retrospect, he's over here giving advice to Kim and saying, I don't think it's a good idea. I think he's like 12 or something. And he's telling Kim, I don't think it's a good idea for my cousins to be on YouTube. I regret a lot of things that transpired. Like, it's so funny that he's saying all this, but from the mouths of babes, he feels what he feels. So I don't know. Kim posted it right. Kim posting North on IG is different than North having her own page and North now making this her thing where she wants to post for her own self. That's the part I don't like. You know what I mean? That's the part I don't like. Hi, Black Swan. Welcome, darling. As a celebrity, I wouldn't want my kids on social media. Exactly. It's just not safe. And I understand when you are a celebrity, you do want to share some parts of your family, but think about, oh, let me ask you this. When do y'all think Blue Ivy's going to be on social media? I'll wait. That soon? I didn't hear a thing. No one said anything. I heard nothing. I don't think that they're going to be, I don't think that Blue Ivy's going to be on social media anytime soon. Like even in high school, I don't know. I could be wrong. And times are changing drastically all the time, but I don't know that Blue Ivy or Sir and Rumi are going to be on social media. We barely got to see what these kids look like. Rumi and Sir, how old are they? Like 3 or 4 now? They're at least 3. And we probably haven't seen 10 pictures of them kids on 10 different days, I should say. You may see 3 or 4 pictures from the same day from a couple of different angles. But I mean 10 pictures on 10 different days. I want to see it. You're not going to, because they get it. They know these people are crazy and they don't want their kids to be obsessed with social media or by social media standards, And I see something I'll respond when I get down there though. But I agree with y'all. She did sneak at first, but both parents became okay with it. Kanye was okay with it? How do you know? Was there something that happened? That's interesting. Because the way he talks, I wouldn't know that. Okay. Nelson hears his mom talking about Kim letting North be on social media and repeating it. Nelson. Do you mean, Mason? You mean Mason. Here's his mom, Courtney, talking about Kim. Yeah, that's probably true. Because Courtney is a lot more private and Mason was definitely sneaking to be. And see, that's the other thing. Mason is the oldest grandchild. He's not allowed to be on TikTok. He was sneaking to get on social media. So even Courtney has enough sense to be like, no, that doesn't work. And Mason is older than her. It's older than North. So I still don't understand why we should be allowing. Hell, I'm telling you, North, if North was my child, she wouldn't be on social media. Just wouldn't. Okay, I think this was the one. Yes, Beyonce and Jay-Z are different. They are way more private. No, excuse me, but Kanye was extremely private. Kanye and Kim battled initially because he was private and she was so very public. And I knew that was going to be something where they were going to bump heads with, because she does make her money on social media. Like, I get it. Now, but that being her job doesn't mean it has to be the kids' world. That's her world. It wasn't even Kanye's. How often have you seen Kanye post anything? He doesn't post. He's just not that type of guy. And he's more like a Beyonce and Jay-Z in that way. But I think he let her live and do her thing. But now that is gradually trying to move in on the kids. And let's be clear here too. If they were married and they allowed things to go on, that's different. When I get a divorce and I'm no longer in the home, I don't have the same say so, the same supervision opportunities. It changes the dynamics. If you ask me, it changes the dynamics. Blue Ivy's parents are social media. They're social media whores? You mean they aren't social media whores? I think that's what you mean. Yeah, aren't. Okay, I'm sorry. I see it. Yes. Right. They aren't. Kanye is not a social media whore either. He really, really isn't. He probably has posted more over these last few years being with her than ever. You know what I mean? My daughter follows North on TikTok. Kanye has been in a few of her videos. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah, Mason. Not Nelson. That's going to be our new keyword for the Kardashian kids. Nelson and his cousins. Okay. Um, but now he posts everything. Oh, okay. So he is posting. Well, yeah, he's posting to get his word out. He's fighting a battle now. Yeah. I don't know, child. I don't know. I was gonna sort of highlight some of the key things that I see as far as the timeline of their divorce matters and whatnot. Um, this is what I found. So this article was published in Cosmo. It's the February 4th, 2022 issue. And it talks about the fact that Kim and Kanye are not officially divorced as of yet. And despite Kim filing all the way back in January 2021, and it's been a whole slightly mysterious ride, likely things seem tense, then things seemed fine. Then Kim started dating Pete Davidson, and now Kanye's making public statements about them getting back together and buying a house across the street from Kim's place. Lot going on here. Let me ask y'all, what do you think about him buying a house across the street from Kim Kardashian? I really, really, really want to know. What do you guys think about that? In fact, I am also willing. This is monumental, people. This is monumental. Watch what I'm about to do. It's happening, people. It's happening. I posted the StreamYard link. I posted the StreamYard link. Uh-huh. Yes, sirree, Bobby. If you'd like to come up, please, you are welcome to do so. So what is it? T. Danielle says it's stalkerish. Okay. Anybody else? Fedora said weird. Fedora said weird. Anybody else? Brooklyn Star! This show is dedicated to you, boo. I gave you credit at the beginning of the live. I think I even added a tag for you. I don't know if it showed up on your end, and I have to double check. But yes, ma'am, this is all because you suggested it. So we're talking. So what did Kilolo say? Kilolo said he's in the beginning stages of stalking him. Sorry. Like I just hollered in the mic. I apologize. Okay. So I can see how people would think that. I do see how people could think that, right? But however, let's be clear about something. I know the streets that you and I live on, the houses are probably even if you live in a suburb, where the houses are, even 250,000 or more, even upwards to $400,000 and $500,000 homes. Sometimes there's a little more acreage that the house is on, but a lot of times the houses still, even if they're stretched out, you can best believe that those houses that you and I are living in some of these suburban, even suburban neighborhoods where, houses have more land and whatnot, trust me, they don't compare to the amount of property these people are living on. And I understand how that can seem weird, but he has 4 children with this woman. And he made a really good point. He said, look, I'm rich. That's why one of the things and one of the benefits of being rich is to be able to do things that you need to do for your kids. Now, I can see how people think it's weird that the ex would want to live across the street, but let's just take him out the picture. What is wrong with him wanting to live across the street and make it easier for his kids to be able to come and see him? Like, nobody, I don't hear anybody talking about the fact that Bruce Willis lived directly across the street from Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. And then he eventually got married, but they lived directly across the street from one another. And that's how they raised their kids. They had 4 kids, I believe. And the kids went back and forth from the houses because it made it easier for them. I don't see anybody calling Bruce Willis a stalker. I don't hear anybody saying that that's weird. I don't hear any of that. Never have. And they have been living like that for 20 plus years. Now, I don't know if they've moved since, but hey, so be it. And trust me, there's so much privacy that they can create. It doesn't matter that he's right across the street. To me, it doesn't. I don't know, yo. Let's see. Who was saying that's still weird? No matter the acreage, it's exactly, Kilolo. What about him allegedly suggesting P has the H word? Yeah, he's crazy. Look, nobody's taking it. I don't even like that man. Trust and believe. I am not N-O-T, not taking up per se for Kanye, because I don't like Kanye. But I do think what happens with that machine, if you will, that is behind the Kardashians, they will smear any black man that comes their way. Now, Kanye was a full-blown genius extraordinaire when she started dating and marrying him, and when he was wooing her and her entire family and elevated her star power to even another level. However, now he's crazy, he's obsessive, he's weird. He was all these things when you met him. He was all those things. It's weird to me. He was all those things. Now we hate the thing we love is the thing that we hate. Not cool, yo. It's just not cool to me. Okay. They have an amicable relationship, V. I'm sure Kim didn't agree to live in girls. Well, here's the thing. How do we even know? Like, I don't trust those people. I don't trust them. And then let's be clear about something else. Why wasn't Kanye able to know where the birthday party was? Why wasn't he able to know where Chicago's birthday party was? It's his baby. Like, are we now saying he needs restricted, supervised visits with his kids? I'm not sure if that has been established, but it doesn't make sense to me that, look, if you're telling me if I'm going to catch hell for trying to find out where my child's birthday party is and nobody wants to tell me the information and you're keeping it a secret and we can't even have a communication level where you can have a conversation with me and explain to me what's going on, or we couldn't come up with a plan where I'm going to give a party today and you're going to give a party at your house tomorrow, or whatever it's going to be. I think I'd be more inclined to want to be right up in their ass too. I'm just saying. Y'all got to forget. Stop. Look, I don't like that man, but don't be brainwashed by everything that's put out into the media. Those folks, now that's a machine. Now, you want to talk about machines? There's a whole freaking factory behind these bitches. Excuse me. Not just a machine. They got a factory. Okay? They are making people and breaking them. Okay? So if this person, just because you're getting all these stories spewed out into the public, the narrative, you can best believe the narrative has been shaped so that it benefits the Kardashians. Regardless of what this man does, he's not going to be able to do it right, no matter what he does. So I think that the only reason why he was given the address was because they are very concerned of what the public thinks about them. So that's why anytime they break up with folks, those folks are evil and they are innocent. Look at the whole what's Jordan, the Jordan, I can't think of her name now, but you know, Kylie's friend Jordan, and all that transpired with that. Now, the only reason why Tristan is even still in that circle is because Khloe is just not ready to let go. But you can best believe when she gets ready to let go, he's going to be all kinds of devils. Now, we see reason to let his butt go, but she won't let him go. She's still using him for her benefit. So I don't know. Okay, Bruce and Demi had an amicable divorce. This divorce clearly not. Yeah, but I'm sure that this divorce too is gonna. It takes longer. They got more money. They got more property. They got 4 kids. There's probably a whole lot in the mix that they're dealing with. I mean, they definitely have much more money than those two folks, and they had millions. But Bruce and Demi didn't have Kanye and Kim money and businesses and reputation, not in the same way. I agree. It's a little different situation. However, the idea is still the same. And if this divorce may take a while. You know, Kim, it takes her divorces a long time. This is her third divorce. Her third? Yeah, this is her third divorce. So, you know, that divorce with Kris, that last one, where she was only with the man for 72 days, the divorce itself took over a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. And she was pregnant and she was in a hurry to get divorced before that baby was born. Because, you know, if the baby is born while she was married, that husband would have been on the hook for as the father. She would look, this is how the law is so jacked up. And I can't remember if we talked about this already. But, you know, if she had had that baby while she was still married to Kris, whatever his name was, do you know she could have sued Kris, whatever his name was, for child support, even though the baby wasn't his, all because they're married? Child. So her divorces are never easy and quick for whatever reason, no matter how short-lived the marriage may be. And I'm sure there's a strategy in that. So, you know, the longer it goes on, the harder it probably is. More tensions probably flare. And, you know, what is he supposed to wait until after it's all over before he can really get a handle on what's going on with his kids? I mean, all I'm saying is we have to look at this stuff objectively. Don't buy into the storylines that are presented to us. Think about the whole picture and look at past behaviors. We know Kanye's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We know that. But he's always been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Period. So, you know, I don't know, yo. I don't know. Let me get to the comments. He's slandering her, anyone associated with. Yeah, now that's not cool. That is foul as hell. And the fact that he would be saying that he can talk about getting sued. Ciao. I mean, the fact that he would say something so foolish, Pete could sue the socks off of him. But Pete seems to be taking it in stride, and he's not. I don't think he's responding. It's interesting. Yeah, they do have a great co-parenting relationship to this day. I agree. You kind of sound like I'm not Team Kanye. That's my whole point. I cannot, y'all don't even understand it. I don't like him at all. Okay? At all. I don't like that man. But I think he has a problem. I do. I think that he's an easy target for a family with such power in the industry like they do. He's an easy target. he may be genius, but most geniuses are a little cuckoo, and they're going to target him more on. See, where they used to focus mainly on the genius, now they focus on the cuckoo. Well, the cuckoo was always there, and you liked it. You see what I'm saying? So no, no, no. I am not Team Kanye. I'm just Team Truth and Team Fairness, to be quite honest. And I'm not just going to go with what I see. I know that there are other things that transpire behind the scenes that we're not always privy to. And I'm not saying she should stay with that man. No, I'm not saying that, because I never would have been with him. That's the first thing. I don't care how much money and talent he has. He's crazy, and I wouldn't be with him. And as soon as he started following Trump, that should have been a sign. That should have been a freaking sign. Navi, Kanye is a problem. That lady has avoided speaking on him in a negative light, but he has not. I agree. But see, okay, again, y'all, she has not spoken outwardly about him, but there are stories out there. How do you think those stories get out? Y'all are missing the point. The machine is powerful. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying try to be objective. That's the power of the media right there. That's it right there. They know how to trigger him. Saying nothing probably enrages him more. Hearing the stories, I don't have to say a word, but if I call up Fedora and I say, Fedora, go on your channel and tell the people about how this has been going on, or Fedora has a channel and she does celebrity news and is a huge outlet, and I just share my innermost secrets with her, a blogger, knowing that it's going to get out. These folks are friends with bloggers. They have bloggers on their payroll, like all of that. They don't have to do the speaking. They don't have to do the speaking. Kanye knew what he was getting into when he married the Kardashian clan. Neither Kim or Kanye are victims. I agree. I agree. Neither are victims. But you're not going to sit here and paint him out to be the devil. And we know that family has probably cut a deal with the devil. What y'all talking about? Like, it's Lucifer against Satan, I guess, over there. Don't get it twisted. All right, because Kanye acts a fool everywhere he goes. Yeah, well, and that's true. If they just didn't want to have him at the party, why didn't they talk about it beforehand? Not he knows about a party, but he's never given information about where it is. First of all, you're not going to tell me that I can't know where my child is. I don't give a damn what the occasion is, what part, who's throwing it, who's present. I don't give a damn. That's my baby. What the hell are you talking about? I can't know who's there, where it's at. I can't be there. I'll be damned. If my child is there, I can be there. We don't have any restraining orders against one another. If my child is there, I can be there. If my child is there, I can come check it out. If my child is there, you ain't gonna tell me a damn thing. Now, I don't know what y'all talking about. Come on, yo. That was a mess. And the only reason why they let him come is because that didn't turn out the way they hoped it would. Social media got on their ass, including Jason Lee, who actually did a post and said something about it. V. Lenore, that was her party for the child, not his. He was going to have his own party the next day. Oh, he was? I don't care, though. I still want to know. I don't know why did they discuss that he couldn't be there? It doesn't seem like that was clear. I was a single mother at one point. Many of us don't have joint parties, and his behavior is always unpredictable. I agree, but that's why you don't partner with that person. See, here's the problem. Now we're talking about all the problems that come along with this man. In the same way, we're talking about all the problems that come along with this girl, but y'all knew these things. These folks have not changed. They're the same people we've always seen. You know what I'm saying? They're the same people we've always seen. And now everything they do is a problem to each of them. but they fell in love with all of that. And he is unpredictable. That's why I don't like him. He's delusional. He is narcissistic. He is lightweight crazy and comes across bipolar. Um, he definitely has issues. He has problems. I don't know how to explain this to you. I don't like the man, but I don't like what I'm seeing happening. And just because the news says something or an outlet says something doesn't mean that's all that's happening. And that's all I want y'all to think about. Kanye knew about the machine when he married into that's true. But I think that Kanye thought he had just as much of a machine. And I think that Kanye felt like he has just like he feels like if anybody can go toe to toe with them, it's him, right? And there's some truth to that. I mean, he has a following like no one else they've ever been tied into. Like he's not equivalent to a Lamar Odom. He's not equivalent to Chris Humphreys. He's not equivalent to even a Reggie. Reggie. I can't think of his last name, but that boyfriend. He's not equivalent to the first husband that Kim had. He's not a Scott Disick, but Scott's white. I'm gonna take him off the list. But bottom line is he is not the same. What's his name? The asteroid guy, Kylie's baby daddy, Travis Scott. He is not. Travis Scott is not a Kanye West. So Kanye probably in his own mind felt like, well, she got a machine, yeah, but I got a machine too. He's been in the business longer or as long. He has, he probably felt like, I'll give him a run for the money. I ain't scared of it. You know what I'm saying? And so I agree. He knew about the machine, but this is probably why he felt like he could counteract the machine. Plus, he's been wearing that same coming to this. He's been wearing the same outfit for a week. Right. Or they're all the same. Who is that? Was it Einstein? There's, a lot of geniuses. And I want to say Bill Gates does this. I don't know about Mark Zuckerberg, but I think Bill Gates does this. Steve Jobs used to do this. And I want to say Einstein, but sometimes geniuses will buy, like they don't, like the things that you and I are concerned about, multi-millionaire geniuses don't. Like they're not as concerned about clothing and cars. They might have a nice car, but most of them are driving around in Fords and, something practical. They really are. They ain't spending their money like we spend our money. And even with clothes, a lot of them would wear the same clothes every single day. They'd have, like 35 white button-down shirts. And maybe they're the same shirt in different colors with the same khaki pants or something like that. They wore uniforms to some degree, or they do. So my son kind of does that. And I actually am uniform. How do I want to say? I've been groomed to wear uniforms to some degree myself. So like, I went to Catholic school from kindergarten through grade 12, so 13 years. And then my first job was working at a hotel where we wore uniform. I worked on ships for 3 years. We wore uniform. And a lot of times when I'm wearing my own clothes to different jobs, and even now working from home, I have my own set of uniform stuff. Like I have okay, these are my at-home pants. These are the shirts I can wear. I can throw them on. They're easy to wash, especially working from home. I'll wear a t-shirt and put a scarf on, and sometimes people can't even tell. And I just put some lipstick on and bam, I'm ready for the meeting. And I do that. Like I'll have the same t-shirt in multiple colors. Or I'll have the same pair of pants in multiple colors just because it's easier that way for work and stuff. So yeah. You're funny though. Okay, I'm what are these little bot thingies? Let me delete that. So who don't sleep on don't sleep on Bruce and Jamaica. Oh, I'm not saying they ain't rich. I'm just saying they're not rich like Kanye and Kim. Kanye and Kim have money beyond, like, I'm not saying that they don't have investments and they didn't do other things, but for the most part, it's their acting and maybe their commercials that give them money. Kanye has music, he has clothes, he has commercials, he has, probably soundtracks and he's got money that's coming from a lot of different ways. Same with Kim. Like, you can't compare their net worth with Kim and Kanye. Y'all. Let's see. I don't like how Kanye trying to rally the black community to drag him, but want to drink the right. Well, hey, I hear you. I hear you. I think they're fighting dirty. I think they are fighting dirty. Thank you, Kimmy. Just pretty Kimmy. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much. I enjoyed your live earlier. You guys, please go support Pretty Kimmy, whose channel is Just Kimmy. And please support her. I think that there's going to be really good content. And Kimmy, if you're still around, let's look at opportunities for collaboration. Thanks for stopping by. Both Kanye and Kim knew what they were getting to. No victims. He liked the machine. She liked the crane. I ain't mad at you. I get it. I can't argue there. I don't care about the machine. I know one thing: a man that lost his influence on you will lose it every time. Well, I heard that. Yo. Okay, you and your craziness are not coming to mind. But I don't understand. Tell me this, y'all. Then what was going on when she files for divorce? The next thing you know, they're going on vacation together. And I understand maybe they were trying to uncouple. Maybe they were trying to do things for the kids and figure out a parenting plan for themselves. But Reggie Bush. Thank you, Shell Loves. Maybe they were trying to figure it out back then. But what is weird is that when Kanye went with Kim to the Saturday Night Live show, that's interesting. Like, I did not know she was dating Pete Davidson until after that show, but apparently they were dating before it. And Kanye went with Kim to the show the day of the taping. He stayed in the dressing room with her all day, or the whole time for the show. And then I guess he got his feelings hurt when she went out, and she went out, and in one of the skits or something, she must have kissed him in the mouth or something. I didn't watch the show, so I guess he got in his feelings because he was like, well, how are you going to do that when you know I'm here? And I get it, but like, what message do you think she had been sending him? Mixed messages? I bet she had. I bet she was sending mixed messages. I'm just saying. Who knows? She owes him no explanation about her home. Have a separate party. Kanye wants control. Okay. Yep. Reggie Bush. When Kanye blurted out in front of everyone at the listening party that Kim wanted to abort, yeah, that was too much. Look, the man is crazy, y'all. Okay, you don't have to convince me. He's crazy as fuck. Okay, he's crazy as fuck. He really, 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 really is. I get it. I agree with you. There's no arguments there. He's cuckoo. But you liked him. You wanted to marry that man, honey. He did that. Yeah. Oh, God. Hi, Summer Breeze. Welcome. Yes, and that little girl is old enough to see that. Yeah, it's a shame all the stuff that these kids are seeing. I mean, and I'm not just talking about them. I just mean kids in general. When they have to see their parents lose their whole entire minds and emotional intelligence. Talk about emotional intelligence. Child. I think had a lot to offer. I think she has me. But who y'all talking about, yo? If Kimmy's here, are you talking about Kimmy? When my daughter was younger, we would have my daughter's party together one year. He told me I couldn't have the party at his house because his girlfriend couldn't come. Where did I have the party? So you had the party at your house? I think Kimmy has a lot to offer. Correction. Okay, I got you. His house. Don't ever play. Oh, so it was at his house? What happened after that? Never did a joint party again. Oh, got you. How long? Let me ask you this. How long had he, Brooklyn Star, how long had he been dating this girlfriend? I got my air quotes. How long had he been dating the girlfriend? And why didn't you want the girlfriend present? Was it because of interaction, a negative interaction you had with the woman? Was it a negative interaction she had with the child? Or was it just too new of a relationship and you just weren't comfortable yet? Just curious. At the party right up in his house. I'm not letting no bitch run nothing. She ain't have a part in making. I heard that. Why was she being so adamant about coming? Like, here's the other thing. Like, that's why I want to know, how long were they dating? She tried to antagonize him. He was crazy before. I agree, Kathy Smith. Thank you, Kathy Smith. One person's on my team. And I'm not on no Kanye team, yo. I just want y'all to understand. I'm not on Kanye's team, but I don't like it when the very thing that you said you loved about this man, now you're smearing him with it. I don't like that mess. I was surprised Kim had that many kids with Kanye, knowing he was exactly, and not knowing what was going to be passed down. What was going to be hereditary. Like, if he does have mental issues, why would I chance having so many kids with him? It doesn't mean I wouldn't chance having a kid with my husband, but you had so many, and you also had problems. I felt like it was almost a sign from God that he was saying, look, yo, you can't have, you're having these problems with kids look, the kids are here now. So who am I to say? I think if a child is on earth and a child had a plan and a purpose for their life. So those kids were supposed to be here, but I probably would have been deterred from having kids. If I was having complications like that and my husband is cuckoo, I don't think I would have these other babies. I don't know. So Brooklyn Star, you didn't tell. Oh, wait a minute. Brooklyn Star didn't tell us what was going on. Just like other women, she thought their marriage would be different or that she could change him. Nothing weird about that, unfortunately. It's not weird, but it's not smart. You can't change people. People can change themselves. You can change no one. Period. And there's no guarantee. And that's why you should never marry based on potential. You have to marry based upon what you see, hear, and know in this moment, not what you can see for the future, because the future may not come to pass. He could die tomorrow. He could lose interest. He could change his mind about what he wants to do. He could just become lazy. A lot of things can happen. So you have to be very careful when you're looking to marry people for potential. So thinking you can change anybody is foolish. Foolish, dumb, ridiculous, unlikely, and here you are in the middle of a divorce because of it. He was hiding her from me. Okay, this is Brooklyn Star. He was hiding her from me. I was invited to all family events like he was invited to mine, and she thought I was blocking her from these events. He was trying to keep me in the picture. Oh. Well, if he's trying to keep you in the picture, okay, he just sounds silly. I was going to say, if he's trying to keep you in the picture, why was he so adamant about the girlfriend being present? Unless he was trying to make you jealous. Men are silly like that. Like, okay, let's talk about this for a second. Kanye right now, he don't want that girl he's with. He don't like her like that. She's a attractive girl. Like, she's no Amber Rose. She's no Kim Kardashian. Like, this girl is plain Jane, if I've ever seen it, in comparison to those two women. Those women, for one, they both have an exotic look. They both have a unique look about them. They're both gorgeous, curvy. Their body, whether they bought them or not, that's not what I see on this girl. Okay. I don't see it. And I think part of his draw to Kim was, one, she is beautiful. Don't get it twisted. But the fact that she wasn't fully Caucasian, and that she had that little ethnic look to her, that exotic look to her. She had a body like a Black woman, bought or not. She had a body like a Black woman. I think that's what drew him to her. And he kind of formed Amber Rose's look. He's elevated Kim Kardashian's look. He's elevating this chick's look, but this chick is plain Jane to me in comparison to those two women. So I just say all that to say, I think he's using her to make Kim jealous, because I think in his mind, he still has a chance with Kim. And then think about when he was having his release to Donda, and how during that, she was all a part. She came to all of the listening parties, to all of the launch events. She was a part of the launch event. Tell me that's not sending mixed messages. Hell, it sent me a mixed message. What you think Kanye was getting out of it? He thought it was on and popping again. He even put the words in his song or something where he changed it, where he says, "You're here because you're showing you're still in love with me." Yo, he thought he had a chance, and then here comes Pete. And honestly, I don't think she digging Pete like that. I'm trying to think. I've only seen Kim Kardashian even look twice at a white boy, one time, and that was on her show many years ago. I want to say it might have been right after her divorce I'm sorry, not divorce. She was still married to Chris Humphries. I think she was going through a separation with him. It was either right before Chris Humphries, after the Reggie breakup, or it was once she and Chris Humphries broke up. And there was some guy that she went out with like once or twice, and then we never even saw him. Like, we only saw him on the show that time. And I thought, this dude doesn't even have swag like that. Like, Pete, wonder what the swag is. I mean, mind you, funny guys, they do turn me on if they're funny. Actually, I have a thing about guys who are just good at something. Like, if you're really like an expert at anything and I get to witness you being the expert at that thing, I might get a little tingle. Okay. I might get a little excited. I like that. I love to see a man in his element. So, I've dated men who were musicians, athletes, coaches, teachers, businessmen, all of them at the top of their game. And I got to witness. I think, they may not have been the finest all the time. Like I said before, the looks, that's not really what catches me. It's seeing you in your element, doing your thing, being great at your thing. That turns me on. And so I can imagine they both had an opportunity to see that in one another. And that's probably the draw there. But okay, let me get, child, I don't even know where I'm at. Let me see. Thank you, Coupon Therapy. Thank you for being here, honey. Y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist. Kim married Kanye because he was hot at the time, not knowing he sacrificed his mom. Oh, Jesus. Now that he has awakened from what he did, now they call him crazy. Girl, shut up. Are you serious? I never heard that theory. Girl, do you think that's way? Girl, I'm not. Girl, for real? I never thought about that. Wow. Yes, keep on. Therapy says that she's listening while she's working. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Right, V. He doesn't want that Julia girl, so I hope she doesn't falter. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, look, I'm not telling her not to take advantage of the ride. Hell, if he wants to date me temporarily, I might be able to do it temporarily. I'm going to get a new wardrobe. I'm going to have the best of the best. I'm going to meet some people who can probably elevate me even further in my career because I know this man really wants Kim Kardashian. And if she welcomes him back, he's gone anyway. He's gone anyway. So, but I don't really think he wants her like that. I really don't. Oops, sorry. I believe Kanye was more in love with Kim. He is. He would definitely love her more. And to be honest, men don't get all offended, don't get all in your fifis when you hear this. But my mother taught me that early on. You need them to love you more than you love them, honey. So that's why Kim was a boss in this damn relationship. And that's why she's got him so twisted after the fact. And she's not speaking on it. None of that. That's driving him cuckoo. It's driving him even crazier. So it all came ahead. My daughter's party was in February and June of that year, Father's Day. My family had a barbecue. He left the girl at his house at 2 p.m. and stayed at our party until midnight. Shut up. Yeah, she's a fool. Yeah, she doesn't need to be at the party because she's so insignificant. You know what I mean? If he's treating her like that, yeah, she didn't need to be, intertwined with the kids and the family for sure. Beautiful and done, been passed around all. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But I guess she used that thing as a tool. I guess that thing is. Okay. Anyway, this is not the first girl he's been with since Kim, and wasn't the first one. Black abs curvy. No, I'm not saying it was. Who was the other girl? The girl that was overseas. That's not. So this isn't the same girl that was overseas with him, dating him. I remember the one. Yeah, it maybe. I do remember when he started hanging back out with Kim again, he discarded some chick, but I wasn't sure if that was this chick because, to be honest, they look almost, they're the same kind of, what do I want to say? They're the same kind of type. He wanted me, him and daughter. He wanted me, him, and the daughter to stay at his mother's house. He was house sitting, but I said no. We went to surprise him at his house the next morning because it was officially Father's Day. Oh, got you. Mm-hmm. Kim, yeah, she did. That's why I said, I feel like they did. They always say Kris Jenner made a deal with the devil, and Kris is the mastermind behind the careers of all these girls. And she's brilliant. She's done an excellent job. And she accomplished all this later in life, which is also very inspirational to some degree. But I think that they're no joke. Like they really go for the jugular when they're done with, someone. Get that money by any means necessary. That apparently, I mean, what mother do you know would learn that their daughter had a sex tape? First of all, let me stop you right there. If my mama found or learned that I was having sex on film, okay, that in and of itself would force a homicide in my family. Okay. That would never be cool. My mother would probably then, once upon learning this, find every way. Now, mind you, we're not talking about teenagers. So my mama actually doesn't have to be involved, but I probably would be talking to my mom. Oh my God, mommy, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. Right. If this happened to me, because Kim was an adult when all this transpired. But if I came to my mother to try to work out this issue, my mother is going to try to help me figure out the best way to suppress that tape from being seen by a lot of people. She's not going to figure out a way to market said video of her child butt naked doing God knows what on a video with Ray J. No, it's not going to happen. So that's already a different kind of mama. See, that mama, that's a different kind of mama. I don't know that mama. I don't know that mama. I've never met her. I've never met one like her. Instead, she saw this as an opportunity because why? Because their friend of the family, Paris Hilton, had experienced it. Now, but when Paris Hilton experienced it, Paris Hilton didn't put that mess out. Paris Hilton did everything she could to, she was definitely ashamed by it. Her ex-boyfriend did that stuff out of revenge. Now, mind you, it elevated her to a whole nother level. She's a billionaire now because of it on her own. Her family were already billionaires, but now here she is with her own empire. So it's just crazy. Yeah. Okay, let me look. Am I here? Did I read that? Yeah, we read. Wait, did we? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, she's been passed around. We saw that one. Yeah, we saw that one. Yeah, we saw that one. Okay, coming down here. Yeah, the mom trained her well. Child, yes. Okay, let's just say I sat my daughter on the porch chairs with a Capri Sun and went inside and whooped it. Oh, shut up! I'm dead. I'm hollering. Do you hear me? I am hollering. Girl, you were in there fighting Brooklyn. I am dead. Do you see me? I have to shot. I am dead. I am dead. That is freaking hilarious. Right now, they are married. Shut up. And miserable. And I'm married and happy as fuck. And he hates to see it. That is awesome. That's great karma. I love it. I love it. Before the now girlfriend, Julia, there was a Venetria girl, the model. Okay, so that's who I saw him with in Europe. Mm-hmm. Although he stepped out first, he can't take it with Kim. Of course, a man can never take it. Now, come on now. And I don't think she's going to be with Pete for a long time. I don't think so. I just don't think he's her type, but he's something to do. He probably keeps her entertained. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. But I could be wrong. Maybe this is the turning point. Maybe Kanye was the one that did it. And she was like, forget it. I ain't doing this no more with these black men. I don't know. My husband is the sexiest to me preaching. Oh, no. That is not odd to me. My thoughts are not of the Lord. No, let me tell you something. T. Danielle. So I was thinking about this. I was listening back to our conversation the other day when we were all talking about our types and stuff. And I forgot to add in this type. And when I was listening back to it, I was like, how did you not say that? Because this thing turns me on too. So I like them tall. I like them dark. I like them educated. I like them successful and able to I hope them to be well read and able to handle themselves in the boardroom. I want a man who's no punk and who can handle himself in the street if necessary. But most of all, I want him to love the Lord. And is nothing sexier to me than a minister that can do all of those things. Don't get it twisted. There was, and I'm not gonna say who, but because this person's well known, but they also have a bad reputation. And there's a minister I used to see. Child, he's sexy. Like, and I get it. And I used to have to stop watching him because I was like, I'm a little distracted at times because he was sexy. And I remember him even preaching at one point, talking about how women were drawn to him. And he's like, y'all think y'all are attracted to me. It's really the anointing in me. He said, so don't get it twisted. Adjust your thinking when you see that, when you feel that upon yourself. But he was sexy. And I think it was the fact that he had all those things. Like, he had business on the side. So he had a good income. He was swagged out. He could dress his butt off. He was articulate. He was, he had his doctorate in divinity. I mean, he came from the hood, grew up in the church. Child. He's just a little too short. But other than that, I could have lived with it. I'm glad I didn't, because he got a problem with the women's. He loves women a little too much. But yeah, no, I get it, T. Danielle. I get it, y'all. Everybody cracking up. Kanye pursued what he couldn't have before his. I believe it. I think that's what happens with a lot of these men. They go after women that they always dreamt of or felt like they weren't good enough to have. And then, once they're successful, then they go for it as if it's the prize. Can I tell you, I cannot get into Kanye as a man. Me either. A BB. Shut up. Not a BBL. Ray J was sleeping with Kim way before their family became whole famous. Exactly. No, they were dating for a while. And she was Brandy's assistant / stylist, I guess. They say she stole some Brandy stuff. I guess that was a rumor recently. Allegedly. I don't know if it's true. I have 2 kids and been married 20 plus years. I still don't want mommy to know. I know, right? I know. I get it. I believe her mother told her to do. You think so? It wouldn't surprise me. I'm not going to lie. It wouldn't surprise me. Child, when he started yelling, he got lipo. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a whole mess. Y'all had me cracking up too. I had to throw my laughs in there. Trust me, their family has signed their names in blood to be famous. I agree. That's why Bruce Jenner is now Brianna. I'm not. He had lipo, Fedora. Kanye got lipo. He admitted to it. Remember when he had that outburst in he had that, wasn't it there? Didn't he have the outburst at TMZ? And that's when he talked about having lipo? Wasn't it then? It was like he was just going off, talking about slavery. Slavery was a choice. He had lipo and something else. Like, what? It was a lot. Y'all don't remember that? Kanye, I missed it. Kanye girl got lipo for his wedding. Right, for the wedding. That's what chicks do. She probably got some too, though. He went on a rant talking about he didn't want to look like, he was going in. I think that's when he had a psychotic break and he just started spilling tea. Hi, Onyx Blue. Welcome, honey. We done learned all about Brooklyn Star today, child. She whooping ass and taking names. Don't forget when the tape came, she was with Nick Cannon. She's been with everybody. She was with TJ from Michael Jackson's nephew, TJ. She went to the prom with him. She was with Nick Cannon, Ray J, Reggie Bush. We know Kanye, even while she was with Reggie Bush. The Chris Humphreys, the first husband. I think his name was Darius something. I think he went to prison. Did he go to prison? Or did he just, because did y'all know that her first husband is mentioned and is a part of the BMF, Black Mafia family, that show. He was one of the characters in there. He was there. Was he like the label rep, or was he was something, and he was laundering or embezzling money? I think laundering. I think he was laundering money for the company, for the people. But he was a big part of that while they were married. How come we ain't heard Kim Kardashian been called in to talk about this stuff? She was married to dude when he was fooling around with BMF. We ain't never heard nothing about Kim being a part of the scandal, but her father, I wonder, was her father alive at that time? Nah, couldn't have been alive. I don't know. He could have been alive. I don't know what year that was. Yes, that's right. She's been with so many. Girl, I thought you beat your ex up and and gave him lipo. Oh, no. Yeah, y'all. Let's see. Yes, he said, well, slavery was a choice because the industry made him a slave, and he woke up out of the spell and started acting out exactly. Oh my God. You got stories, girl. Oh, you're going to have to come hit the link one day, and we're going to have to hear some of them, child. Poor Rob. Aren't he and China going through some things too? Yes, I guess so. Them Kardashians are still giving her the business while you fooling. Her first husband scammed you. I know you lying. That's who took her money, the $7 million? No, I know you lying. Nuh-uh, Brooklyn Star. I gotta look that up. Are you for sure? I had no idea. Kris Jenner wasn't having Kim involved in those scandals. Right. Not those kind. She only likes sex scandals. Child, whatever. Y'all, well, anyway, I just wanted to here. I said I was gonna, Friday, I said, I'm just gonna come out here and go live every day. And yesterday I ain't go live. So I made a point to go today. Speaking of which, did you guys watch that movie with Amber Riley and I can't think of the other girl's name, but it was on Lifetime last night. I thought it was actually kind of okay. It was with who was the guy? Duvall. So I remember telling you guys I watched the Ellises out here on YouTube, and DeVale, I think it's DeVale Ellis. He's an actor. He's on the show Sisters, and he was in this movie last night, and it was cute. I mean, it was okay. It was like a remake of Single White Female, so it was called Single Black Female. It was okay. So if you were looking for something to watch, turn that on. It's on Lifetime. Let's see here. Yes, Damon. I forgot his last name. I was calling him Darius. Yeah, Damon. But I can't think of his last name either. But I think it was a business venture or about a house. What you talking about? With talking about Nicole Murphy's money. It was some business venture. I just remember her saying this friend she had that they were investors. They had a business opportunity, and she took her settlement money that she received in the divorce from Eddie Murphy, and she gave him $7 million. But see, I thought he went to prison, or he was, I don't know if the man went to prison, but I thought he was at least tied into the BMF stuff. I know he's tied into the BMF stuff. Yeah, damn, that crazy. I remember that. Uh-oh. What did I say? Yeah, you know what, Miss Juicy? You always catch me when I'm about to sign off. How does that work? I think you got a timer or something on your thing. You're like, she's about to leave. Let me say hi. She got 15 mil and she gave him 7. It was okay. My family kept saying, "Look at your twin sisters on Lifetime." Oh, you look like them, Miss Juicy, because they look a lot alike, don't they? So funny. I didn't realize how short Amber Riley was. She's really little, you can tell. You should do some research on Corey Feldman. I have looked, and Corey, yeah, I have. I know who both of them are. He explains a lot about how, yeah, except for those lies about Michael Jackson. And because, yeah, yeah, I will. I'll look them up a little more though. Mm-hmm. Wait, I'm late again. Girl, we've been out here for an hour and 20 minutes. Hilarious. Hilarious. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Oh, yeah. So that movie came on. I still haven't watched that one part, probably the most provocative part of the Janet Jackson documentary is it's episode 2 or episode 1 part 2 or whatever it is. I think that's what it is. Episode 1 part 2. I haven't seen that. It was somebody else who scammed her. I think Damon was squatting her house. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say I didn't think that was the person who took the money. I would have made that connection. Okay. Um, what else was I gonna tell y'all? I was gonna watch or something tonight. When doesn't some show start tonight? With like the Housewives or something. Let me look real quick. Like when does what's her name show start? Candy Show. Is Candy Show after the Housewives start? And when does the Housewife? I mean, like I'm confused. Like when do they start having shows? Real Housewives of Atlanta. Anybody know? They were all bamboozled. I agree. I agree. Yeah, the industry is nasty. Yes, please don't forget to like the video, please. Thank you. I could really appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. You know what? It's funny. I don't get a lot of people in the lives, but my views have increased a lot. Like once we sign off, I'm amazed. Like when I wake up the next day, how the views continue to increase. People do come back and look. So that's a blessing. So if anybody's watching after this broadcast has aired live, please still like the video. And you know what? While we're doing having this discussion, if you'd like to contact me about show ideas, please contact me here. Oh, I see some comments here. Oh, Candy Show is in March. Well, when do the Housewives start? I'm very confused. When does Love and Marriage Huntsville come back? That's another good question. I still need to watch Ready for Love since Brooklyn Star says she is hooked, child. Let me see. I pulled up upcoming. Yeah, they don't even have when. I don't understand when are the Housewives coming back? What did y'all think about Power last night? Do we need to come back? Do y'all watch Power? I think we need to come back and just really run down this whole season. I think I'll do a separate live. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Come back and do a whole rundown on Power, Book 2, Ghost, and how that turned out. Like, yo, I got all kinds of thoughts. And since it's just now Sunday and some people probably haven't even watched it yet, I'll come back Monday or Tuesday with that. And we're just going to talk about the whole freaking season. We're going to run it down. And then I'll tell you what else I enjoy watching. And you may want to catch up on this too. Courtney Kemp, who is the writer and producer of the show, she does these lives. I think they're typically IG lives, but you can catch them on YouTube. You know, people are always screen recording and they put them out there. And she gives like a rundown on the characters and the direction that they're thinking about, and she gives you hints about the future, but not anything that gives anything away. But it's always interesting to hear the writer's perspective, because you may be missing things that were just subtle, but then once someone brings it up, then you're able to pick up on those little signs and signals throughout the show. So I love watching that. I know, Fedora, you did not say you've never seen Power. We done had all this talk the other day about how Black we are, and I'm taking your card in 2 seconds. What? You haven't seen Power, girl? Honestly, you might have. Well, I don't know. I was going to say you may need to watch the real Power, but not necessarily. Like these branches of the main show, they've done a really good job of creating their own space where if you've never seen any of it before, honestly, you could probably jump in at the start of any of these what am I trying to say? What do you call it? Spinoffs. It's on Stars, Fedora. It's on Stars. Power. And there are many of them. So there's Power, which is the original show, and that show is no longer. I know Shell Loves didn't say she ain't never seen Power. Okay. I'm going to need y'all to unsubscribe. Shell Loves, can you unsubscribe from me? Actually, you know what? Yeah. Shell Loves, you know I'm just playing with you, boo. Why? Okay. You know what? If Fedora wasn't my mod, I would time her out too. Shell Loves, I know you can hear me, girl. I love you. I love you, and I'm just playing with you. Okay. I'm just literally being an asshole. Okay. So please forgive me. I'm just playing with you, girl. I really am. I love my Shell Loves. But I did time her out. I timed her out. How dare she say she had never seen Power? Wait. Okay. Summer Breeze says that she's never seen Power either. Therefore, she must go in timeout. Mm-hmm. Yep. There you have it. Yep. Okay. I have to stay online at least 10 minutes because I've timed out 2 people for 5 minutes. Who else hasn't seen Power so I can time you out? You better not tell me that. I'll time you out too. Fedora said, I don't have Stars, but I did see the first one. Can I stay? Yes. Well, because I need you, you can stay because I need you. I hope Summer Breeze and Shell Loves won't come back mad at me. Don't be mad, y'all. Onyx Blue, hi. I just timed out 2 people because they haven't watched Power. Have you ever watched Power before, Onyx Blue? Onyx Blue. I know, Fedora. I got to stay online just to make sure I'm still friends with these people. I hope they're not mad at me. See, and y'all think I am. See, y'all don't know. I'm so silly in my real life. You said coleslaw is slow. What's coleslaw? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Uh-oh. Oh, is that a show? Name coleslaw? I removed my comment. What comment did you remove? Did you say you hadn't seen? Where's the weather where I'm at? It's snowy. Well, there's snow on the ground, but on the streets it's clear. And it's cold. Let me see. I haven't left the house since. Well, I did take that back. I left the house earlier. but it wasn't too bad. But I don't know if it's supposed to drop. Hold on, let me see. It's 28 degrees. We're going to have a low of like 21 tonight. So yeah, not too bad. No more snow till next Friday. So I live in the Midwest, so it's yeah, cold. Cold. I'm waiting, Miss Juicy. I'm waiting for my friends to come back. Shell Loves, Summer Breeze, come back. That's me not trying to answer. Ooh, don't make ooh. Ooh, if Kilolo is trying to tell me she ain't watched it before, and you trying to tell me Onyx Blue you ain't watch it, you know my timeout hand is fierce. Ooh wee, ooh wee. That's gonna be my new thing. Time out anybody who doesn't agree with me. Hell, that's what they do on the other channels while you fooling. They time out. They don't time you out. They block you because you don't agree. You can be as respectful as possible. That is the dumbest crap ever. Look, we didn't agree on nothing today. Then none of y'all agree with me. Y'all thought I was Team Kanye. I ain't Team Kanye. Not necessarily. Not really. Not really. What if you missed a few episodes? You better catch up, chick. Wait, Shell Loves, I need y'all to come back. It ain't 5 minutes yet. That's the longest 5 minutes. Ooh, I feel, ooh, come back. Y'all, Shell Loves. What time was that when I really, okay, 7:57. Oh, okay, we got like 1 more minute. Okay, I hope they come back, y'all. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Y'all think they gonna come back? Oh God. I'm just waiting now. Y'all just come back and cuss me out. I won't even block you or anything. You just cuss at me. I don't care. What y'all talking about? When y'all said Destinies, what y'all talking about? Oh, you talking about Martell and those people. I have watched Power, but very briefly. But I love some Tari Knowlton. Yeah, I like her too. I know. It feels like the longest 5 minutes in the world, right? Like I feel bad. Okay, it's 8:02. Somebody should be back. Wait. Summer Breeze better not be mad at me. Summer Breeze, I'm just being silly. Summer Breeze, you think so, Kilolo? You think she really gonna be mad at me? She can just haze me. Actually, she should be back in like the next minute. Oh, wait. Shell's back? Okay. She said, just dirty. And I still haven't seen that. I love you, Shell Yubs. I love you. Okay. You haven't seen it. But you have to pay a price for not seeing it. I mean, you shouldn't not see fine ass Amari. What's his name? Omari Harden. Ooh, that's fine. And that's my kind of fine right there. So if he's not dark chocolate, but he's like that, because he's got a pretty boy, but not too pretty kind of look. Where is Summer Breeze? I need her to come. Okay. You lucky I'm binge watching Wax. I watched maybe 2 episodes of Power and wasn't interested. Oh, really? Kilo, I thought it was funny. I can't stand you. Woo, Jesus. Okay. Ooh, y'all know I can't afford to lose 2 subscribers. That's significant numbers right now. I need each and every one of y'all to stay around. My God. Yeah, he is short, T. Danielle. Now that is the problem. I can tell he's short. But he's so damn fine. I think I might be able to get over it. It would depend on how short he is. Because when I say he's fine, but now what I will say about him too, he comes across as a little, he seems like he could be narcissistic in real life. And he seems like he's a little short-tempered and stuff. That's just my take on him. I could have it all the way wrong, but I did not like how he called himself giving a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. It didn't feel like a tribute. Did y'all hear? Did y'all read that? Okay, and then I'm gonna get off of here. Let me go to what he said. I don't know if y'all remember when shut up to Danielle. Shut up to Danielle. Shut up. I'm gonna show y'all what he said when Chadwick Boseman died. And he was friends with Chadwick. But see, this is how this, well, you'll see. Because the internet, they went in. Let me see. Trying to find the actual post. The post. Okay, so he had posted on Instagram. This is what he put. This is the day after the death. I want to say the day after. Says, I didn't have enough time that fateful night to share what I whispered to you. So now I will, but not before sharing what you said first. You said, oh, go claim that award that had your name on it from the gate. From the moment I met you. I whispered back, thank you, Bose, for being the superhero I knew you were from the moment I met you. Then I quickly added, we still got to do that movie together. And you replied, bet. I hear you whispering more than ever, my deepest brother of a Black Panther. One of my biggest honors was being one of your biggest competitors and an even better friend. You are hugely missed, but I got you next to me even more on the rest of this run. A wise man told me this morning, in the kingdom no crown is wasted. When one man drops his crown, another man picks it up. Pick it up, oh. From King Chadwick to King Hardwick, I will do just that, my brother. Rest in glory. So my thought was, is that about him or is that about Chadwick Boseman? Right. His post was all about him, and exactly, that's narcissistic. He isn't my cup of tea, and I don't care for her personality. He definitely appears full. Obviously, that's one that was that put the nail in the coffin for me, to be quite honest with you. He just and for one, you are not Chadwick Boseman's biggest competitor when he was alive. You weren't even in the same realm. Tell me, you're Chadwick Boseman was an A-lister, okay, A-lister star. He's competing for roles against like Will Smith and Denzel Washington. That's who he's competing against. Forrest Whitaker, and that's who he's competing against. You, my dear, are not there yet. You have the ability, you have the chops, you can get there, but you're not there. That's anywho. Y'all remember he went off on some Black women for wanting to take pictures with him? Exactly. His wife was there, so he cussed them out, saying they disrespected his wife just by wanting to take a picture. Now, mind you, some people did disrespect his wife, and I'm not saying at that moment, but just because she looks so harsh. I mean, she has harsh look. Like, I've seen her look softer, and she's probably a very nice woman. But she looks so hard. Like, when I first saw her for the first time, like her head was like shaved, it was really extreme, harsh looks that she had. She's already very ripped, so she looks muscular, and then she had this shaved off head kind of look, and then she's got tats everywhere. Like, she just didn't look soft, because he's already kind of has this hard exterior, you know what I mean? It was like, really, who I just wouldn't have put them together, but whatever. But anywho, all right, y'all, let me get off of here. I did an hour and 39 minutes. I'm going to go figure out something else to watch. I don't know what that's going to be at this point. I guess I'll get caught up on the other housewife shows. But anyway, it was great seeing you guys. I'm going to, just for GP, I'm going to play my little commercial here before we go. All right. Yeah, Shell Loves. He got beside himself when he could have put the manly, when he could have put his wife in the pictures as well. I agree. You guys, please don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. I really appreciate it. Fedora said, even Shell Loves and Summer Breeze, please hit the like button on your way out. Okay, you can hit the dislike button on your way out. Okay, just hit the button. Okay. Anywho, I love you girls. And any guys in the clouds, I love you all. And I promise I'll come back out here tomorrow. I'm going to be good. I'm going to come out a bit late because, it might be either around lunchtime or it will be late because I have Bible study tomorrow. So I'm going to try and be good when I come back tomorrow, okay? After Bible study, okay? All right. With that said, everybody have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Love you. Bye. Hold up. One other quick thing. Thank you, Fedora. I really, really appreciate the fact that you're riding with me like this. And at the drop of a dime, you were willing to become my moderator. So just please know that I appreciate you and you holding me down like this and showing up for all my lives. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you guys. All right. Okay. Now back to the theme song. Bye, guys.